Well, thank you for talking to us, Kevin. The draw here today means you finish in the bottom four. They gave it a good go, but it wasn't quite enough in the end, was it?
Well, it wasn't. I mean, been the trouble for a little while. We haven't even been up by a goal, even though the last couple of games we've had 70 or 80% of the play. We haven't really troubled the opposition goalkeeper, and if you don't score goals, you can't win games, and that has been a bit of a problem.
It's been a bit of a season of two halves. Before Christmas, I think you might have totaled 40 points or just below it, and then since Christmas, just the one win.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. The step up from Ryman South to this division has been quite fierce. We started off doing very well, but this league is unremitting. It's constant, it's harder, it's faster, it's more demanding on the players. And although I was very happy to stick with the players who brought us up, I think they were loyal to us and we wanted to be loyal to them. We realised that in some areas we haven't been good enough, and as the manager said, at the end of 46 games, where you finish is where you deserve to finish. Even though we've been close in a lot of areas, we haven't been close enough.
Can you just shed any light on the relegation issue? Because there are reports that Farnborough are going down regardless of where they finished.
At the very beginning of this season, Farnborough were given a mandatory relegation through financial irregularities, and the ruling of the FA was that if they finished in the bottom four of this division, they would go down 2 leagues. If they finished outside the bottom four, they would go down 1 league. So we've known for a couple of weeks since Brentwood got to a point where they couldn't catch us, and therefore Lewis, VCD and Brentwood were already relegated. We wouldn't go down because of Farnborough's mandatory relegation. Well, they've put on a bit of a show the last few games, so they've got out of the bottom four. So they will only go down 1 division, but we won't be going down. We will be in a relegation position until the AGM of the league, and then we will be given a reprieve to continue playing the Premier League next season.
So as far as you're concerned, you, the management team, you can all plan for Ryman Premier Division football next season?
Absolutely, yeah. We've already been talking about it. I've had already a couple of meetings with the manager. We've looked at what we need to do. He's told me what he thinks we need, and we've had to look at what we can do to meet his expectations and for everybody else and all the supporters and everybody else, who I have to say have been fantastically loyal throughout this season. I mean, we built up a good crowd following last season when we were winning the league, and of course, it's easy to support a winning team, but the fact that we've maintained that support through this difficult season has been really gratifying. I'm really grateful to the fans for sticking with us.
And just finally, I know it's a bit of a negative vibe at the moment with the draw today and the bottom four finish. What's been the most positive aspect this season for you? A moment or a player developing? Or
well, the most positive aspect of this season for the club as a whole is the fantastic success of the under-18s. The under-18s have won the division of the Ryman League, and they'll go through to champion of champions. And over the last few years, the under-18s have produced a handful of players for us who've gone on and been able to play at this level. I won't talk about Greg Luther because obviously he's not with us anymore. He's a product of our youth system. But we have, the other evening we had 5 players who'd come through the under-18s. So in terms of feeding the first team and having a club that youngsters can come to and know that if they're good enough they can progress, that's very gratifying for us. And the fact that, all right, we've got 1 or 2 senior players, but the majority of the team are young boys, and they will have done learned a lot this season, and hopefully that will stand in good stead for next year.